Sega. Welcome to the Royal Artillery Barracks here in the southeast of London. This should be a great venue for the shooting events. But there's no reason why this athlete isn't considering themselves one of the real medal contenders here. Station number 1 then, this is a single from the high house. Boom, there goes the upper house. Let's have a look on the double. Well, taking the birds out like they're going out of fashion.
3 hits.
Well, these targets don't stand much of a chance.
Pull.
Only needs to catch a small piece of the target. This is the double.
Pull.
Well, that's not bad, but it's not great either.
1 hit.
Well, let's take a check on the results at the end of round 1.
Next, yeah, from Japan.
Pull.
There goes the upper house. This is station 2 looking for a double to finish the round. Picks them both off. That's a brace.
3 hits.
Really good technical performance, that.
Pull.
Takes a bird down there. Here we are then, a chance on station number 2 for the double. Gets the first, gets the second. Well, that's better, a much better performance. The key now is to repeat that and improve upon it.
Pull.
Well, I think the pressure's telling here. Station 3. At the double. Good for 2. Well, they say they're clay pigeons, but they look more like sitting ducks to me.
Next, yeah, from Germany.
Pull.
Chalk that one up as a miss. Next up, it's the double. High house first. Well, I'm sure she'll feel like she let herself down a bit there. The execution just not quite there.
From Japan.
Pull.
Great shot. Station number 4 is the midway point, and this is where this competition can completely turn around. Good hit. Now for the double.
Pull.
Split the double, and the crowd like that. 2 more targets still to hit. Good shooting. That pleases the crowd.
5 hits.
Competitor representing Germany.
Pull.
Seemed a bit slow in moving the gun there. Well, this is the biggie. Station number 4. 6 targets in total to aim for. Timed that one well. Good shot. We're looking for the double on station 4. Misses on the high house, but hits the lower house. Now for the double. That's a great shot on the double. Well, that round shows just how strong this competitor can be. The question is, though, is it a repeatable performance?
Next up, competitor representing Japan.
Pull.
Her eye really locked in here. Looking for the double. Lower house first. This is station 5. Gets the pair. Well, that's a big confidence booster.
Yeah, from Germany.
Pull.
Detonates on the single, leaving a cloud of powder in the sky. What can she do on this double?
Pull.
That was good, perfect stuff. Well, the scoreboard's looking good here. 2nd place after that round.
Pull.
Always difficult with the target constantly moving away. Now for the double, lower house first. Well, that was very, very average performance.
Competitor representing Germany.
Pull.
That's one. Good shooting. Up next, the double.
Pull.
Locked in, loaded, and ready. Good shooting.
Next up, competitor representing Japan.
Pull.
Fantastic. Racking up the birds with every single station.
From Germany.
Heavy scoring.
Pull.
Well, this athlete just needs to focus here, and the results will certainly start to come their way.
Next, yeah, from Japan.
Pull.
Well, the target moving away there, and that's a miss. Final stop, station number 8. She's got to forget that one quickly. Get it straight out of her mind and move on.
Competitor representing Germany.
Pull.
Well, missed out with that last shot. This is the last station. Collects that one right out of the lower house. A really good performance. I'm sure the athletes will be happy with that.
Of America, 2022.
In 2nd place, a silver for Japan, with China taking silver. Discus is an event that favours the older athlete. In fact, over the years, the majority of the champions have been over the age of 30. This is mainly down to the fact it's so difficult to master the technique of throwing a discus well. The Olympic Games always has a habit of making superstars, and there's no reason why this athlete can't be the story of this Games. It's going to come down to which athletes prepared the best for these Games. Well, here we go with round one then. An opportunity to show your best, and that's very close to a world record. This athlete's had a great build-up to the Games, and there's no reason why they can't push the envelope here. One of the key things to the technique of throwing a discus is to impart as much spin on it as possible. The greater the spin, the greater the gyroscopic stability. That lands over 40 metres. A wonderful performance so far, and the results on the scoreboard are just as electrifying. It is a terrific, terrific lead that this athlete takes from here. I think he likes that. Off he goes in round number 2. All right, very average though. Let's take another look at the scoreboard then. When justice is back. Such a perfect specimen. So now he spins across the circle. Well, I think he's quite happy with that performance. This is round number 3, and this competition is getting steadily harder. Well, a personal best, what a performance, and the crowd respond, what a celebration. This is all about the speed across the circle before exploding to release from that right hand. Really good technique through that, and I can see the smile on his face. Should be no nerves now in round number 4. Well, this athlete has achieved absolutely everything here. A new personal best, and quite rightly, they're delighted. Needs good technique to spin round in that circle before exploding into life and releasing the discus into the London air. Good performance, that. Round number 5. the official measurements will come, but well over 50 metres. Let's have a look at the scoreboard after that round, and it makes good reading. First place. It's all going to come down to this, the delivery. Won't trouble the leaderboard with that. Foul throw.
Next up, the competitor representing Germany.
Well, this is the final attempt for this athlete. Well, he likes that. It's been a good performance. Well, they're happy with that. Very happy with that, and the good response from the fans as well. Well, the medal table looks good. Four years of preparations since Beijing, and these athletes now must be ready. Any injuries, any doubts must be shoved clear from their mind. No one nation has ever taken complete control of the sport of triple jump. The reigning champions are Portugal, and to beat them, the athlete will have to do well here. What's he got in store here? Completely lost momentum here. Well, here's the replay. This athlete knows he has all the technique and the ability to become the next Olympic champion. This is his first attempt. Well, that's very, very disappointing. Here is the replay.
Next, the athlete from Japan.
Well, here we are in the second round. Just kept himself together through the three phases. Slightly over-rotated at the end, and that will cost some precious centimetres. Here's the replay.
Next up, the competitor representing Germany.
Well, the crowd definitely up for this event. Round two. And look at that celebration. Well, quite rightly, this athlete is in the form of their life.
Next up, the competitor representing Japan.
Crowd really starting to enjoy this. It's a great spectacle at the London 2012 Olympics. Well, this athlete's capable of an awful lot more than that. An average performance on this occasion, and they really can do better. Here we go, attempt number 3 then. Well, this will be a no jump. I'm afraid to say there'll be a red flag, and that's frustrating. Well, that was all right. Not bad at all. Let's check on the replay.
Next, the athlete from Germany.
Fourth attempt this, 2 more remain. Oh dear.
Germany with a
Well, that
distance
just
of
wasn't good enough.
15.9.
Here's the replay.
Next, the athlete from Japan.
Here we go in the latest round of the triple jump. Well, that's going to be a no jump, and there was a big problem in the run-up, and this is a worry. Needs to fix it for the next attempt. This is round number 5 then. I think that exposed a slight flaw in his technique. Here's the replay.
Next, the athlete from Japan.
Last chance saloon, 6th and final attempt. His speed was locked in, but maybe it was too quick. Maybe just overcooked it because he couldn't hit the board. 6 rounds then, and one of these athletes will be crowned the champion. Well, that'll be a foul as he sprints through the board and into the pit. Not what this athlete had in mind. One final check on the standings then. What an event this has been. Confirmed now. Well, plenty of crowd support here. They're all ready to get this event underway.
The next event is the final of the men's 25-metre rapid-fire pistol.
Until 1984, men and women regularly competed against one another in the shooting events, but since segregation in '96 in Atlanta, they now compete separately. Round 1, 8 seconds, seems like an eternity to hit 5 targets. Well, that's brilliant. Good execution. This athlete knows he has all the technique and the ability to become the next Olympic champion. Here we go, round 1 then. 8 seconds to hit 5 targets. Oh, a nod of appreciation. He likes that. Round 2 then.
Stop.
And the fans like that. Round 2, 6 seconds for the 5 targets. Well, missed out on the perfect round there. Well, let's have another look at the scoreboard. And 3rd place after the latest round. That's a good performance. Round 3 then. As before, 6 seconds to hit 5 targets. Pressure's on. Next up, round 3. 6 seconds. Oh dear. Things going well after that round. Let's have a look at the scoreboard. 2nd place. Round 4, 4 seconds, 5 targets. This is where the pressure mounts. Well, that's a good round, and there's no doubt now that this competitor can have the confidence that they can keep up with the leaders here. Round 4 then, here we go. Pressure cranking up here. Shooting well in the 4th round. Happy with that, very happy with that. And as the scoreboard confirms, that will keep him very much in the mix. Here's round 5 then. 5 targets, 4 seconds to hit them. Well, that's an all-right performance. I think the athlete knows they can do better than that, but not bad in the end. Well, in round number 5, this gets really tough as the scoring rings tighten. Well, that was an average performance. This is the 6th and final round. That'll keep him in the mix in the final round. Well, this is the ultimate pressure. Well, that's all right. Certainly something for this athlete to work on. Well, let's have a look at the replay. A place on the podium for Japan as they finish 2nd and collect a silver medal with a really pleasing performance. Welcome to Lord's then, the home of archery for the 2012 Games. This should be a fascinating competition, a real opportunity to show the British public just how exciting this sport can be. The outer red, that's 7 points. This is the 2nd arrow. That's 8 points for the inner red. 2 gone, 1 arrow to go. It's a golden arrow, 10 points. Here's the replay. It's going to come down to which athletes prepared the best for these games. Let's add 9 more to the total for that arrow. End number 1, arrow number 2. 9 for that arrow. This is the 3rd arrow of end 1. In the red, not bad. Here's the replay. Strong start. Arrow 1, end 2. Brilliant, bang on, 10 points. Arrow 2. So close to a 10, that's a 9. Arrow number 3. Arrow 3 locked right on the target. Let's take a check on the replay. Arrow still on a breathless day at Lord's. 9 more points in the outer yellow circle. This is arrow number 2. And you can add 7 to the total for that. Arrow 3, end 2. The outer yellow circle, that's 9 points. Well done. Good execution on that round.
Next up, the competitor representing Japan.
This is where we sort the wheat from the chaff. End 3, arrow 1. Locked in from the first moment. She's really in the zone. This is the 3rd end and the 2nd arrow. Well, that's a good follow-up arrow. This is the final arrow of the end. In the yellow, a great way to finish this end. Here's the replay. First arrow. The outer red circle, 7 points. End 3, arrow number 2. Great shot for 9. Arrow number 3 then. So close to the maximum. That's 9. Let's take a look at that replay.
Next up, the competitor representing Japan.
Here we are for the final end. The competitors will shoot towards the magnificent media centre. tiny adjustment required. Good first shot. Now for arrow number 2. Really good. 9. This is the final arrow of the competition. We can add 8 for that. Let's take a check on the replay. Arrow number 1. Well, that's a strong start, right in the yellow stuff. Arrow 2, end 4. That's in the centre. 10 more points to the total. Last arrow, pressure's on. That's arrow's worth 9. Here's the replay. Well, quite rightly, this athlete will celebrate not quite being able to claim that Olympic championship, but there's no doubts that they did certainly perform well here. It's a terrific atmosphere, and this really should bring the best out of these athletes. Well, let's have a look at the start list then. Well, here we go. This athlete's one of the favourites in this competition. I'm sure their friends and family are nervous, but this athlete's relaxed and ready to go. Crucial here to pick something that's challenging but achievable in round 1. This athlete can do so much better than that, and the results do reflect it. Well, here's the replay, and I think it confirms that that was probably a bit below average for this diver. Well, where do you start with that dive? Not the best, I'm afraid to say, and the judges will score it with that in mind. This athlete's had a great build-up to the games, and there's no reason why they can't push the envelope here. A number of options that the diver can take. Is it going to be the case of pushing herself, or will it be a case of playing safe? Looking for a solid effort here. Well, it's just a shame the end didn't quite match the start with that dive. Here's the replay. And you could just see the tiny little errors. Has to have a good dive. Has to look at the rating of difficulty. Well, if this diver can complete this with the minimum of fuss, the judges undoubtedly will be impressed. Well, lots of time still to improve after that second round performance. Here's the replay. This one of the more simple dives, and this athlete really had to execute on this. No doubt there are a few nerves as the scores start to come in. Dive number 2, still need to be careful what to choose here. Only this athlete knows. Well, that wasn't the best, I'm afraid to say. Barely a ripple of applause from the crowd. The judges' marks are awaited, and you can never be totally sure if they see it the same way as we do. High risk and high reward with this dive selection. Well, that looked painful. It really did look like that one could have hurt. Not a great dive, that. Let's have a look at the replay. And there you see the over-rotation and the big splash into the water. And the judges will punish that. Not a good dive on this occasion, I'm afraid to say, but that means there's still plenty of time and space for improvement. Well, here are the scores. 7th after that round, and the scoreboard confirms there's still plenty of work to do. Looking for a big selection here, not being a good performance so far. So a more difficult dive could certainly bring this athlete back in it. Certainly not the worst dive you're ever going to see, but not the best either. Just a little bit raggy, if I'm honest. Here's the replay, and I think there will be a number of faults we could pick out with this. But let's see what the judges made of that. Fourth dive. Must select a good one here. Well, that's a good choice. Well, that's all right, that's not bad. Certainly will put this athlete in the mix. And now it is over to the judges to get their view on this. Well, here's the final round of the diving. Well, this is a gamble, calculated. This is going to be really tough. Well, a penny for the thoughts of this Japanese athlete. I just wonder how they'll feel watching the replay. Here's the replay. It was an ambitious dive, but just not executed at all. Well, let's see how the judges rated that. This is the final round of the women's 3-meter springboard. Well, this is brave. This is a really brave dive. Well, that dive wasn't the best on this occasion. The entry was poor. Let's take a look at the replay. Good elevation, nice tuck. But when it came to stretching out, a big splash as the body doesn't go in quite on the straight, and Welcome to the Olympic Stadium. 80,000 people on hand here for the next event, and this really has been brought to life. The jewel of the Olympic crown. Seemed to labour a bit across the circle there. Well, that really wasn't the best, and at an Olympic Games, you really expect the athletes to put in the best performances of their lives. First round, I'm sure the nerves will really be fluttering around these competitors. Well, that's a good angle of release, and this should be a good throw. It is. That's a very good throw. Well, here's a summary after the first attempts. Here we go then, second round of the men's shot put. That's good. That's really good. This is excellent. Excellent stuff. What a performance. Here we go then, round two. Fantastic release, and this looks long.
Germany with a distance of 24.
What a place to set a world record at the Olympics. And technically, everything absolutely perfect. Crowd responding to that. Here we go then, attempt number 3. It's another biggie, this one. We're at halfway. Germany are in first position. Here we go with round number 4. stuff. Fourth attempt. Well, great from Germany. Really good throw. That puts them right back in the picture. Things going well for Germany here as we look at the scoreboard. They're in first place. Well, here we go in the next round of the men's shot put. He'll be happy with that. Fifth attempt now. Well, let's see what they measure this one at, but that's a decent throw. Well, this is a terrific shot put event. A number of different contenders that could all take home a medal here. Sixth and final round then for this athlete. Well, that went up and out there, and the technique at the end was very good, and that makes it a decent shot here. Final round, this last shot. Well, the crowd will react to that quite rightly. Fully deserved as well, an inspired performance. A moment of history marked on the scoreboard, a new world record that will be encapsulated by these photographers. Well, let's take another check of the medals table and maintaining first place here. The Olympic Stadium is primed and ready. Up next is the 110 metres hurdles. This can cause all kinds of problems, but the beauty and sight of the sprinters leaping over those hurdles is always something to behold. Well, the nerves really will be jangling after that false start. And they're underway, and it's a quick start. Bulldoze that. Working hard here. 50 metres to go. That'll cost him time. Hit that. Medals on the line with the drive to the finish. First place. Gold medal. Germany win. Silver for Jamaica. It's bronze for the USA. Well, this athlete looks overcome with emotion here, having just won that event. Well, quite rightly. Look at that. Well, that's only sport. Time now for a quick look at who's where in the medal table. That's the end of the games for these athletes then. Plenty of hard work. Welcome back to the Excel London. These 8 weightlifters may be feeling the weight of the world on their shoulders. I think, though, they prefer it went above their head. Plenty of passionate Spanish fans here today. I think probably more in hope than expectation that this athlete will finish with a medal. Well, if he doesn't get this right, he'll be very disappointed. Is he strong enough? Looks strong here. Now, has he got the strength to hold it above his head? Slams it down. That was a Good lift. Well, there's no reason why this athlete isn't considering themselves one of the real medal contenders here. Well, adding more weights on here, this is going to be really tricky. Needs to keep the mind focused here. Got to build up this power. Such a powerful athlete. Looks very strong here. Gets the all clear from the judges and slams it down. Well, let's have a look at the scoreboard at the end of that last round, and it shows a small lead for Germany. Well, this is where the mental state of the lifter really does come into question. A good first effort. Now with the second attempt, can he put more weight on the bar? And exactly how much does he put on that bar? This athlete is giving absolutely everything. Is he strong enough? Gets it above his head. Now, second phase. No problems with that weight, and quite rightly so. Capable of lifting so much more. How ambitious is he going to be with this attempt? Well, this is going to be quite tough.
220.0 kilograms.
Really has to focus on this. Drives through his legs. Now are his arms strong enough to keep this up? Making it look easy. Well, he'll be in with contention with that last lift. Another good round for Spain, and they sit in first place. Well, he really is in with a chance of a medal, but needs to stack some more weight on this bar.
222.0 kilograms.
Needs a good snatch here. Technique's good, does very well here. Drives through the legs. Now it's just down to the strength in the arms. Is he strong enough? Well, he really is in with a chance of a medal, but needs to stack some more weight on this bar. Well, doesn't manage to lift anything here, and that's a real worry. And that's a gold medal performance. Well, let's take one more look then. Has an awful lot of ability. Scream as that goes above his head. One last look confirms success for Spain. Spain win the gold medal. The next event is the final of the women's 3-meter springboard. Execution and attention to detail will be what brings home the medals. The women's 3-meter springboard, like the men's event, has been dominated by two countries, the USA and China. You've got to achieve what you set out to achieve. If not, you lose precious, precious points. like it. Didn't like that at all, and pulled out just in time. Well, the crowd know that she's bang on form here. The crowd seem to like it. Let's take a look at the replay. Well, that was good. That was good, and it should be a decent score here. Well, she says all the training has gone right going into this event. She's in great shape. Well, the German diver will be happy with that, I think. That was a good dive. Here's the replay. This is a really good dive. Well, that was good. There's no doubts about it, and I'm sure the judges will be happy, and their scoring will reflect that. Well, we're on to the second dives then. Well, that's quite ambitious. Looks composed on the platform, though. Well, not bad, not bad. Well, here's the replay. Well, I'm fairly sure that attempt won't bring this athlete right back into the top echelon, but it's now down to the judges. An average dive for me, though. Well, there's no doubt that this athlete can improve. Not a good dive at all. Here's the replay. The twist was good, but after that, well, everything else just went wrong. A massive splash of water. And that's one of the telltale signs that the dive didn't quite go to plan. An awful lot of effort, but in the end, her technique just let her down slightly. Here's the replay. Well, I think on the surface you would say that's an average dive, but it's now down to the judges. What have they seen? This is a big moment, a really, really tough dive selected. Looking for a drastic improvement here if they're to reach the leaders after that last dive. Well, that wasn't the best dive, and I think the judges' marks will reflect that. Dive number 4 then. Here we go then. Needs to just go for it here. Well, that's good. That's very good. You can't expect anything else, though. Let's take a look at the replay. Good degree of difficulty and well executed. When it comes to making a selection of routine at this point in the competition, the more difficult dive will certainly help, because things really haven't been good so far. But that was nice. I think that was all right. Still very much a work in progress, that last dive. Well, let's see how that last dive affects the current scoreboard. Well, the final dive of the competition must make it count here. Well, she didn't quite enter the water as she wanted there, and that will cost her a lot of points. Here's the replay, and I think there will be a number of faults we could pick out with this. Well, it's been a difficult campaign so far, and it hasn't really gone to plan. But this is one last chance to maybe go out with a flourish. Whichever way you want to look at it, this athlete can certainly do better than that. Let's have a look at the replay, and I have to say, from the takeoff to the entry, things didn't quite go to plan. Let's round things up then with a quick glance at the medal table. Welcome along to the Olympic Stadium, the jewel in the crown of the Olympic Park. This is the place where these athletes will take the next step on their Olympic dream.
Set.
False start, I'm afraid. Nerves must really be kicking in right now. Strong start in this one, off the blocks well. Needs to move through the pack. But it's going to be all in this final sprint towards the finish. In first place, Jamaica. Real stretch for the finish. It's gold for Jamaica. Team USA takes silver. Bronze goes to Finland in third place. Germany finished fifth. Well, let's have another look. Plenty to analyse in that performance. And really, it came down to being able to change gears. And on this occasion, this athlete just couldn't do it. Looked relatively smooth, but in the end, not able to break into the top three. And it's gold for Jamaica. This athlete will be really proud of their achievements in this. Well, the next event here at the Olympic Stadium will come from the infield. One of the field events. This is the final of the men's shot put. Well, here he is for round number one. Tight competition, this. This could be big. This could be very big.
Spain with a distance of 22.70 meters.
I can't help but feel that this athlete needs a world record to win this event. Well, this athlete's extremely powerful, a crucial element of the shot put.
Germany.
That's a great start for Germany.
23.5. Next up, the competitor representing Spain.
Round number two. The first shot is just a taster. The second allows the athlete a bit more confidence. Well, that's a good performance. Here we are in round two. Well, the crowd appreciate it, but I think he knows he can throw further.
Germany.
Things going well for Germany here as we look at the scoreboard. They're in first place. Very quick across the circle and then releases this one. Great trajectory on that throw.
Spain with a distance of 23.7 meters.
Two throws gone, now on to the third attempt. That's sailing high, that's sailing long. Confirming this, so tight at the top of that leaderboard. The nerves have gone now. Oh, this looks good.
Spain with a distance of 23.9.
Well, this is the fourth round when the athletes are fully warmed up. The nerves have gone. You expect the better throws here. Decent throw from Germany, that. I think they'll be happy. That's the end of the round, and it's very, very tight at the top. Hardly anything separates these athletes here. This really is a good competition. Another really good throw here. The fifth attempt. Sends this one high and long. Did everything he needed to do and more with that performance. 6 rounds then. And one of these athletes will be crowned the champion. this athlete will be really happy with that.
Spain with a distance of
Final round, this last shot.
2.
Well, not bad.
Germany.
The victor, a tremendous performance. Look at the emotion.
Germany with a distance
Jumping
of
up and down for joy, and quite rightly so. Welcome back to the Aquatic Centre. A sold-out crowd for the men's final of the 50 metres freestyle. Second in the standings, that means silver. That was good, a good performance, and so much to see with this athlete. There are areas to improve though, a few mistakes, and that's probably what cost her first place finish. But otherwise, an awful lot to like. This is the medal tally. Welcome to the Royal Artillery Barracks then. The London port of Woolwich has long had a military history. Construction of the current barracks buildings began in 1776. Since 1996, the Olympic shooting programme has been segregated. This time round, there'll be 6 women's events and 9 men's. Here we go then with round 1 of the 25-metre rapid-fire pistol. He likes it. He likes it a lot. Well, here we go. This athlete's one of the favourites in this competition. Round 1 then, 8 seconds to hit the 5 targets. Plenty of time. Not outstanding, but certainly a good first-round performance. Here we go, round 2 then. 2 seconds off the clock. Same number of targets. Awesome shooting in the second round. Round 2, 6 seconds for the 5 targets. Good stuff, that. Well, there's not much breathing room at the top at this stage. It really is very, very tight. Round 3. Here we go. Hit the target very well. So round 3, 6 seconds to hit these targets. Moved across the targets nicely there. Round 4, now the pressure's on. Needs to remain calm. Outstanding stuff from this athlete in round 4. Round 4, 4 seconds then to hit the 5 targets. Now the pressure starts to mount.
Stop.
Nice shooting that round. So far, so good for Spain, who are in 2nd place on the scoreboard. Round 5 then, this is where it gets more difficult. Well, Well, that's good. Fifth round, pressure on, and he responds well. Round 5. This is a biggie. Needs to remain accurate here. Middle of the road stuff in round number 5. Nowhere near his best. That was an average performance. Here we are in the 6th round. 5 targets, 4 seconds. Can't make a mistake here in the final round. Well, that was an average performance in the final round here, and that could cost him dearly. 6th round, needs to shoot well here. Well, that was only a very average return for the final round. Not good shooting at all. Well, you see the technique. So cool and assured. No complaints from the athletes about the facilities here. This really is a state-of-the-art stadium. Well, here we go then, round number 1. Well, that's not a good attempt. In fact, it's a foul. Showing nice rhythm on the runway here. Well, that's a foul, and I'm afraid to say it's back to the drawing board after that last attempt. Second attempt. Nerves should be gone by now.
Foul.
Well, there's a reason for that, and it's a red flag. I'm afraid that will be a no jump. A little mistake in the run-up has cost this athlete dear. Really quick on the runway, and the angle, well, perhaps not the best for this athlete. Germany not quite last in this field, but not far off it. They're in 7th place. A white flag, not in surrender, but in celebration of a good jump. Well, the 3rd attempt about to commence.
Germany.
Well, that was really, really good, and kisses to the crowd as well. They're going berserk.
Next, the athlete from Spain.
We're halfway through this long jump competition. This is a 4th attempt then for this athlete. Needs a good jump here.
Foul.
That's a foul.
Next up, the competitor representing
Just a
Germany.
smooth athlete on the runway. Been threatening to do it for some time, and now here's confirmation. A new personal best. Great power on the runway, then good elevation, full stretch through the bicycle, and then sits nicely down. Does well there.
Next, the athlete from Spain.
Got to hit the board flush here. Almost perfect through the air. Long stretch before landing and falling to the side. What a magnificent jump. Sprinting towards that board with great pace. Gets it right as well. That's another great jump.
Representing Germany.
This is the 5th round of the long jump. Away we go. That attempt isn't going to count. Oversteps the board and into the putty. speed on the runway. Can he follow it up with good technique? Well, that certainly is a round to forget. Nowhere near the usual standards of this athlete. However, there is still plenty of time to get back into this competition. Has he got his footing right? Oh, once again, he's overstrided there. Dazzling display from the Spanish athlete as Spain take gold. In second with silver, it's the USA. Well, no doubts, be very happy with that performance. Well, here we are ready at the Olympic Stadium for the women's 400 metres final, and these athletes won't even notice this splendid design. They're focused on becoming Olympic champion. These athletes so equally matched after a good qualifying session. Who those going to come out on top? Who's going to find you?
On your mark. Set.
Like a number of their European counterparts, Spain have struggled to get into the top 3 over 400 metres in both the men's and women's events.
Set.
And we're off. A poor performance at this stage. Into their stride in the early stages. Good technique. The halfway point fast approaching here. Now's the time for these athletes to really make their move. In first place, USA. In second place, it's Mexico. Now approaching the three-quarter mark in this race. This is where the stamina really kicks in the final stages. The medals on the line in the final few meters. Great Britain has a new Olympic champion and a new national hero. It's gold for Team GB. Second place and a silver medal for Team USA. China take bronze. Fifth for Spain. Well, this athlete never really reached the highs all the way through this race. There were moments when you thought that all of a sudden it was going to turn around and they were going to be in with a chance of a medal, but in the end just petered out. Well, they say that practice makes perfect, and today's events show exactly that. So make sure you do keep on practicing hard. From Seth Bennett, we bid you goodbye.
Table.
Player 1. Player 2. Player 1 to serve. Nice shot. Player 2 to serve. Oh yeah! Wowzer! Player 1 to serve. Player 2 to serve. Nice shot. Player 1 to serve. Nice shot. Player 2, 1-0. Player 2 to serve. Nice shot. Nice shot. Nice shot. Epic rally. Player 1 to serve. Shazam! Nice shot. Player 2 to serve. Nice shot. Oh yeah. Player 1 to serve. Match point. Nice shot. Match point. Player 2 wins. Final results. Player 2. Table tennis. Player 1. Player 2. Player 1 to serve. Nice shot. Yeah, great rally. Nice shot. Player 2 to serve. Player 1 to serve. Nice shot. Great rally. Oh, yeah. Nice shot. Player 2, 1 set to 0. Player 2 to serve. Nice shot. Yeah, baby. Shazam! Player 1 to serve. Nice shot. Great rally. Match point. Nice shot. Player 2 wins. Final results. Player 2 wins. Player 1 second place. Freestyle trampoline. Player 1. long. Straight bonus. Time extension. New target. Somersault bonus. Ten seconds to go. Time extension. New target. Twist bonus. Ten seconds to go. Straight bonus. Time's up. Somersault bonus. Nice try. Player 2. Go! Time extension. New target. Somersault bonus. Straight bonus. 10 seconds to go. Hey! Time's up. Twist bonus. Nice try. Player 1 wins. Final results.